Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Well, dear students, let us move to the fourth question of limits of trigonometric functions. As in the previous question, in this question also you have got 1 minus cos px, and with that you have got 1 minus qx on the denominator as well. So, what are you going to substitute in place of 1 minus cos px? Okay. So, we have discussed that already, right. So, that is 2 sine square px by 2, and in the denominator that will be 2 sine square qx by 2. So, please refer the previous answer to understand this. Okay. Now, you have got sine square, which means it is sine into sine. So, let me split this as well. Okay. So, I need some space here, therefore, let me begin over here. So, next limit x tends to 0, we can straight away cancel out this 2, no more need that. You have got sine px by 2 into sine px by 2, and on the denominator you have got sine square as well. So, write that as sine qx by 2, and here also sine qx by 2. Well, so much is clear to you, fine. Now, as in the previous problem, we are going to use the formula sin x by x. So, if you have got sine px by 2 on the numerator, you must have sine px by 2 in the denominator as well. So, px by 2 here and px by 2 here, and here you must have qx by 2, and here also you must have qx by 2. So, let us multiply and divide by that. Okay. So, what I am trying to do here is multiply by px by 2 and sine px by 2 as it is, and in the denominator px by 2, because I have multiplied and divided by that term, and I will do that same here as well. So, px by 2 I have multiplied because I need that in the denominator. So, let me divide it. So, I have multiplied and divided by the same term, and in the denominator here I need qx by 2, correct. So, qx by 2, and here sine qx by 2, and in the denominator you must have qx by 2 into, once again I need qx by 2 divided by qx by 2. Alright. So, once you understand this procedure, you can guess the answer. Alright. How you can guess? Look at this. This whole term here will be 1 when you apply the limit, and this whole term also will be 1, and this will be 1, and this also will be 1, correct. And what remains is px by 2, px by 2, qx by 2, and qx by 2. So, once again you can cancel out this x by 2 and x by 2, here also x by 2 and x by 2. So, p into p is p square, q into q is q square, therefore, p square by q square is the final answer. Well, so I think you understood the answer, but let me show it to you here. So, finally, I will take them as 1 and I will write only the constants after cancelling these terms. Alright. So, p into p, and in the denominator you have got q into q, which is p square by q square. All right, let's look at sixth question now. Okay, in the sixth question, you don't have to do all this at all. Just understand the final answer. I'll write the formula for you once again. See, what was the fourth question? The fourth question was this: limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos px divided by 1 minus cos qx. And what did we get? We got p square by q square. Now look at this. What do you have in place of p? 5. And what is the final answer? 5 square by 8 square. That's it. So this is 5 square by 8 square. And what is 5 square? 25. 8 square 64. So 25 by 64 is the answer. You don't have to do anything here. Just remember that formula. Okay. So that is one additional formula for you to remember. Okay. Even though that is given sometimes asked sometimes as a problem. Okay. So if you know the answer p square by q square, you can solve any problems of that type, of this type. All right. Now let's move to the fifth question. Okay, let's go back to the fifth question, and fifth question is comparable to third question. So what was the third question? Third question was this: limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos px divided by x square. That was the problem we had. And what is the answer we got there? P square by 2. Right? Well, now what do you have in the fifth question? So in the fifth question you have 1 minus cos. I'll just write it as 1 by 3 into x for your understanding. It is x by 3. Okay, so x by 3 you can write it as 1 by 3 into x, correct? Because 1 into x is x on the numerator and 3 on the denominator, and divided by, you have got x square. So exactly comparable to this. So what is there in the place of p here? 1 by 3. Therefore what's the answer upon applying the limit? P square by 2. So what is p square? 1 by 3 square by 2 is the answer. Well, so let us simplify that. 1 by 3 square divided by 2. So 1 square and 3 square, and this is 2 by 1. So that will be reciprocated. Okay. So you have to write the inverse of it. Well, so what is it? 1 by 2 into 9, that is 18. So 1 by 18 is the answer for fifth question. And where do you see that? Option D. Well, I hope you understood. This is also a formula. So what is the formula? If you have 1 minus cos px by x square, the answer is p square by 2. Okay. So only if you have x square in the denominator. Otherwise you have to use a different formula, and which formula you have to use in that situation we'll come to know by seventh problem. Now, so in the seventh problem, you don't have a theta square here, do you? No, you don't. So what you have is theta. So what difference does it make? Let's see. So let's go with the seventh problem now. You have got a limit theta tends to 0 and 1 minus cos theta, right, divided by theta into 1 by cos theta. Okay. So even though this was given in the denominator, I am just writing it separately as 1 by cos. Okay. So I'll apply the limit separately. First, I'll apply the limit for 1 minus cos theta by theta into limit theta tends to 0, 1 by cos theta. So I am applying the limit separately. Why do I do that? Because I have a formula. What is the formula I have got? I have got this formula: limit 1 minus cos x by x as x tends to 0 is 0. Correct? Do you remember that formula? Yes, we saw that before we began with the examples of the polynomials. Alright, now the whole thing becomes 0 here, and put theta tends to 0, I mean in place of theta put 0, so 1 by cos 0, agree? Okay, we are just applying that limit straight away, because you are not getting 0 by 0, you are not getting infinity by infinity, you are not getting any of the indeterminate forms there, you will get a answer there. Okay, so that is equal to 0 into 1 by, what is cos 0 by the way? Cos 0 is 1, right? So this is 1 by 1, which means it is 1, and that means 0 into 1 is 0. So option B is the answer for that question. So look at this. So if you have 1 minus cos theta by theta, you got to write 0 there. Okay, why? You know the reason, but let me enunciate that. So if you have 1 minus cos theta, what you got to write? 2 Alright, let me explain this limit, the formula actually. So you got to write 2 sine square theta by 2, is it not? Yes, and then you have got sine square again, so therefore you will split it, and what you can do with the denominator, let it be like that. Alright, so you have got theta, you need theta by 2, so divide by 2 and multiply by 2, and here you have only 1 there, so you need theta by 2, so you got to divide and multiply. Well, now this part, okay, so this part and this part will be 1 when you apply the limit, and what remains is 2 cancels, theta by 2 will remain. So limit theta tends to 0, theta by 2, and you have applied the limit there, and they have become 1 and 1, fine. Now theta becomes 0, so put 0 here. So when you substitute 0 here, you will get 0. Therefore, this answer is 0. But if you have, let us say p theta by theta square, then the answer is p square by 2. Please understand this difference. Okay, so don't make a mistake of writing 0 there. Well, so let's move on to the next set of problems.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.